Hello all, hope you're doing good. Please like, subscribe, and also press the bell icon so that you will get a notification for my next video. So this is a disclaimer. Before I start the video, I'm not a SEBI registered financial advisor. This is not a buy or sell recommendation. This only making this video is only for making educated, and whatever the decision you're going to take, buying or selling, you have to consult your either financial advisor, or you can make a decision yourself if you get convinced with the analysis what I've done. So let's start. Today's video is about one of the India's famous brand, Mufti. This is men's clothing. They are selling a lot of. So I can quickly show you here. They are selling. So it's here sweatshirts, jeans, and cargos, as well as these jackets, blazers, sweaters, and all these things. This is the product portfolio. I think you have seen this brand. If you already use this, this brand clothings or jacket or jeans or anything, please comment it out so that we will also have a first hand experience of some of the customers. And if you like the product, if the quality is good, and you think that okay, this is can be sustainable for a long term, these kind of comments will always help the other investors also take a decision. Yeah, let's quickly start. Before these are all. This is a very very micro cap company. That's why if you are thinking of investing, it will always you have to be very careful about management. You should little bit try to know who is promoter and all those things. Since you will not have so much of information about these kind of companies if you invest in small companies, as I also mentioned in my earlier video of my mistakes and learnings from the share market, you have to be very very careful with these promoters. So promoter, as you can see here, this promoter actually is kind of a started from scratch. He started from his journey from 10,000 rupees. Now he has built a almost like a 300 crore empire. That means the sales is almost like 500 crores now. It is a great journey. That's what you need to remember. I mean, this person is a first generation promoter. His name is Kamal Kushlani. I think this Mufti brand was started in 1998. So this is mainly men's clothing. Just I've given you some few details. You can pause the video and you can read it if you have time. But however, just I'll give you a few details. Like he lost his father at the age of 19, and he is hailed from a middle class family, and you know he was also lacking capital to start anything. So then he actually gathered the courage, and he borrowed 10,000 rupees from his maternal aunt in 1992. He started a brand called Mr. and Mr, which was actually manufacturing shirts for men. So after that, he felt that there is a lot of huge untapped potential. Then he started this brand Mufti in 1998 from the rock bottom, as you can see. He said actually he used to take several kilometers of cloths in his bike and leave it in the workshops, and then go back to get the finished products for sales. He was doing all these work himself. He did all this by himself. He was a one man army taking care of the end to end business. As you can see here, this business has been built by him all alone. So that's why I've got a huge respect for this man. And also, he is holding 55.4 percentage of the overall company share capital. That's also another advantage. This man who has grown his business, of course, he will have a lot of love. Since his holding is also good, definitely he will try to grow the business. That's also one confidence which you can think of. So yeah, then let's quickly come to shareholding pattern. As I said, 55.4, and BIS are holding 10.43, and FI is holding 3.56, and others are holding 30.61. In that also, actually, it is held by almost like just quickly, I can also show you here. Now, before I go to shareholding pattern, you can also uh, give you much some details. Brand anyway, Mufti is one brand. Geographical present, it is all over India, and it has got different touch points. So this is actually EBOs. It's called exclusive brand outlets, and there are also into MBOs, which I'll also tell you in the next slide. But anyway, if I quickly come back to shareholding pattern here, So as you can see, 55.4 is held by him and his wife and his kids. And then FIs are holding less, 1.27, and DA is actually holding almost like 10.42. As you can see here, these are all the companies who are holding. Important ones are Nippon, ITI Small Cap, Aditya Birla, HSBC, SPI. These are all the ones. And in terms of, good thing about this one is 30 out of 30.61, you can see a 12, 13, 15% is held by already big companies like Bennett, Coleman and Company, ACM Global Fund, SI Investments, and Brookfield. It means overall in the share holding, so it is very much actually a kind of a uh, free float is very less. That means the people who can which is available in the market is very less. Usually, if these kind of companies who are invested, they will be there for long term. Long term. That's why I think the public holding is very less. That's what you can see. So another good thing is when the IPO came, I think all these are the new subscriptions what they made. That's also one thing you can keep, and also you can check the shareholding pattern when it is announced after the end of this quarter. So the clothing, anyway, I told you this is men clothing. An important thing are here actually. They got in 592 cities, 1,818 touch points, and 413 EBOs. Exclusive brand outlets are there, 413, and 73 large format stores are there, and 1,332. This is multi-brand outlets. There will be a outlet where they will have different kinds of brands and they will sell all the clothing. Yeah, this is MBOs. And yeah, another important thing, 16 distributors they've got, and the last 3 years they've revenue has grown by 30% CAGR. I think this is also important and good thing, but you have to be also a little bit careful because the IPO came just December. Before the IPO, I mean, some of the management, I cannot say all of them, there is also chance that they will pump up the sales and other things. You have to be a little bit careful and monitor the sales in the upcoming quarters. Another good thing is also about warehouse. They have actually earlier had a capacity of 50,000 square feet. They've also expanded now to 1,40,000. Almost it's tripled. And also they've already acquired required manpower. So for the upcoming anticipated future growth. So that means the capex related part has been already taken care at least for the couple of coming years. Another thing is these are all very small kind of stores. As you can see, 750 to 800. Usually we will have a house of 30 40 is 1,200 square feet. So this is lesser than that. That means you can think of these are all small stores. And capex also what is needed is around 25 lakhs per store for renovation and other things. And apart from that, they are going to have almost like 15 lakhs of cost of goods. So that means the different kinds of cloths and other things, they will have this much of inventory in their stores. So in last point is actually in terms of seasonal, they will have two seasons out, autumn and winter, spring, summer. These two are the seasons. I think at some point they will almost empty the old inventory and then they'll refresh the inventory. But as management says, quarter one and quarter three are kind of muted quarters, and quarter two and quarter four are stronger. That may, if you see the last quarter result, it's not that much great. So what management says is in the next quarter it will be better. So you need to keep eye on that as well. Okay, in terms of financial, as you can see, the one good thing I like is only 6.45 is the total shares what they've issued, and ROC and ROE is good, and current price is 199. As you can see, the high price is 325. Out of that, from 325 it has come all the way down to 199. It's kind of almost like 52-week low price. That's really good thing. And one bad thing is about debt to equity ratio. I don't like, but it should be less than zero point 0.5 is better. Even if it is zero debt, it's always very good. But anyway, it has got a debt to equity of 0.79. And yeah, this is one thing. Promoter holding in 55.4. And in terms of sales, as you can see, this is the last year sales, and 77 was the profit. So then 77 divided by, actually if you do 77 divided by 6.45, if you do, it's coming to around 11.93. But this year, the this year's quarterly result is not that much great. As we quickly checked it, let's quickly check once again. These are all the quarterly results. As you can see, June they had a profit of 9, 28, and 16. Let's quickly check. 9 plus 28 plus 16, 53. Plus, let's add, because they said quarter 4 will be good. Let's add another 28, let's say. If you add 81, 81 divided by, let's say the current open shares is 6.45. The PE ratio is coming to 12.55. You know, that is really very, very good thing, 12.55. And even if you give, PE, the competitors are, trading at really high P's. So nothing is there less than 40. The Electronic Smart, I'm not sure whether it is the same business. At least you can see Vedanta Fashions and all, these are all the same business. I don't want to give this much PE, even if you give a PE of 40 and 12.55 is the EPS. If you give 40, the price should be 500. I think this is why I'm saying that this is undervalued. Yeah, please again make your own calculations, and because it's also micro cap company. If you are a little bit okay to take the risk, you can do it. So in terms of risk, competition can be there from big players like Reliance and all. They've got their own clothing exclusive stores. But anyway, it's kind of a mix for all the segments like kids, women, and as well as men. But this Mufti is actually specifically for men. That's why it has got kind of a monopoly or kind of a different segment altogether. This is a micro cap company. We cannot know all the details in the open market. That's also another thing. And debt to equity ratio, as I already mentioned. So positives is at 52-week low price. IPO price was 280, and now it is at 197 or 199. And less free float is there. And same business companies are trading over a P of 40. It could be that also the market is at all-time high. That's why it is happening like that. Even if you give a P of 30 as well, 30 into 13 is kind of EPS 390 400. That means it should be almost at a double from here. So I'm not expecting it should happen immediately. Let's keep on looking at the quarterly result. Once the result is declared, I'll also make a video on that. So if the quarterly sales is good and the profit is good, and we can monitor for another few quarters. But if you are also thinking of buying this share, thinking it will double in 3 years, 5 years, that's also very good, because FD and all, it will give 12%, mutual fund give 15%. If it is doubling in 3 years, means it's good returns as well. Yeah, but only thing is, you buy it in different small portions. Don't buy everything at once, because you never know, if the market corrects, then the price can come down further as well. So if you're thinking of buying, let's say 1 lakhs of share, buy it in, for example, 5 different portions, like 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. If the price goes up, you should be happy. If price comes down also, you can buy more, kind of thing. For me, this is looking like a good brand what they have built all over India, and they are specifically into men's segment. And yeah, if any of you customers, you have visited the store, and if you have experience, and if you think that this is repeatable, you can go to the same store to buy your cloth. Please comment it out. It will always help the other users. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much.